Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another episode of At Home with the Robbins. In this episode I thought we would just play a little bit of Vanessa, because she has noticed that she's got new neighbours that have moved in, David and Maria. So she's going to go around and she's going to take Annalise with her as well. Firstly, we're going to compliment her house. I don't know why we're upstairs and why they're wearing coats, since we're the one that's visiting. Yeah, just Vanessa just wanted to introduce herself to her, and she wasn't quite sure what to expect, but Maria welcomed her in anyway. So yeah, so she's going to compliment our house, Vanessa, saying, wow, this is such a nice house. She remembers it when it was Elliot's house. While they're getting to know each other and chatting, Maria opens up and she explains that before marrying David, she was actually being the children's nanny. And it was hard work, Maria admitted. Looking after 2 children full-time is exhausting, and I needed some help. I still wanted time, so she's like, I still wanted time to look after myself, getting my hair and nails done, going to the gym, just trying to look my best and still look amazing. But Maria said she suggested bringing in another nanny to help out to David and his wife Stella. But David was fine with it, she said. He understood and said, yeah, I quite agree. Yeah, you do need some help around the house. Yeah, 2 children is hard work. Even Stella found it difficult, with 2 children. That's why we hired a nanny. So yeah, maybe we do need extra help. But things hadn't gone smoothly with his wife at the first time, so she didn't like the idea. So Maria's like, she didn't like the idea at all. I think she was jealous, not of the help, but just of me because of my looks. So Vanessa's listening carefully as Maria explains it, and that tension's in the house, and Maria's like, yeah, tensions in the household grew worse. Eventually David's wife left and filed for divorce. And none of it was easy, but life doesn't always turn out the way you expect. And she said, and I was a real comfort to David, because obviously he didn't want a divorce and he was really upset over it, and he needed someone to comfort him and to help him get through the divorce, and I was there. I was always there for him. So Vanessa's like, okay. So they wanted a fresh start, and that's why they moved to Newcrest, because the house had too many memories of his ex-wife. She wanted to make her own stamp on the house, really, and so that's why they moved. Met up with one of David's old friends, Peter and Rosemarie, and Vanessa's like, oh, you met Rosemarie? She said, yeah. She said, I don't know quite know what to make of her. Maria's like, I don't know really what to make of Rosemarie. She was all right with me, but we had what I thought, we had a nice dinner out, and she just seems very judgy when she found out that, she said, I don't know if it's because I'm a bit younger than David, or the fact that I'm married him and his wife's not there anymore and divorced, and she just, I don't know, she just has that disapproving look about her when she was looking at me. It just made me feel a little uneasy. Vanessa's like, oh, the thing is with Rosemarie, I think she just has certain standards and she's a school teacher, and she just has that school teacher look about her. And Annalise is like, yeah, they got some cool toys as Katie and Isaac. I really like it. Katie's into horses. Yeah, so Vanessa's like, yeah, I know the Robbins really well. Rosemarie and I were best friends and knew them from school. Vanessa feels a sense of guilt of something that happened with her and Rosemarie a long time ago, because of about 8 years ago, the affair with Peter. I don't think she would tell Maria, because she doesn't really know Maria well enough to go into details about the affair with Peter and how it affected Rosemarie. Vanessa and Maria decide to, because it's Friday, they go and have coffee in town. It's quite funny because Rosemarie's here, so we're going to order a drink. Oh no, the kids. Oh no, Rosemary would be very disapproving looks at Annalise making a mess. Might need to discipline her. Discipline recent. Calm. Ask not to make a mess. Influence to clean up mess. Oh no, someone else is doing it. I don't know where Maria went because her children are here. And we were supposed to go and have a nice coffee. But Rosemary's here, and maybe it's good to perhaps get chatting with her as they had a bit of a falling out in the summertime and haven't really spoken. Ask Rosemary about her day. Oh good, they're all three of them are sat together. Cool. She's talking about her skiing holiday. Rosemary's like, yes, it's amazing. It's like, wow, I wish I'd love to go skiing. Joke about old times. Do you remember when we were really good friends and how we used to do a lot of things together? Rosemary's like, yeah, was that before or after you slept with my husband? And Annalise is like, yeah, it'd be really good if you and Mum could hang out together again like you used to, you were really good friends. And Matthew's helping himself, making himself a little smoothie. So Rosemary's like, hey, guess who I bumped into? Bumped into Vanessa. Kind of like, I really hope, Peter, that you've learnt your lesson and that I just hope that there's not going to be any other women I'm going to hear about or that you've been with anyone else. I think Vanessa seems to think that we are all good about everything, and I'm not 100% sure. It's early days yet, and maybe we will. Ooh, kind of saved by the bell. Look who we've got. It's just turned up again. A burglar's just turned up. Robbin Banks has just turned up, the burglar. And I've just paused it for a second because this pop-up came up. Interest earned. Matthew's earned some simoleons, quite a considerable amount of simoleons, from investing this week. So obviously he's been hacking into his dad's account because his dad's an investor. So, or either that the game is a bit buggy, or I don't know what's going on. But either way, we'll go with that. We'll go with that story that Matthew here, who's a child, has been hacking into his dad because he wants to save up for something. No, we're going to confront the burglar this time. Peter's going to go over. And I think Rosemary will be like, be careful, dear. I'll call the police. Police are on their way, get to safety and do not engage. Well, Peter's like, well, I don't care. Here comes the police.
You buckle up! Sloppy fricka! Ow! Droga Epso. Arpin noise, thanks.
I'm guessing that they've taken her name and address. Peter's also remembered that he's also been putting it off for a while, and he's just remembered Penny Pizzazz. When Rosemary mentioned about Vanessa, bumping into Vanessa at the coffee shop, Rosemary doesn't know what happened between him and Penny, and obviously he wouldn't want her to find out. But what he wants to do is just wants it to remain professional. So Penny Pizzazz wanted to set up her business, and she needed an investor. So Peter helped her out with the investment side of things, and now he's going to perhaps message her. Yeah, so Peter's decided that he will message and do it the coward way and send her a text message in secret. Probably be like, Dear Penny, I hope you're well. There is no easy way of saying this, but I think you're a great person, and I think you deserve someone better than me, because I've decided that I'm going to give my marriage a go with Rosemary. And also we adopted a child as well. And I think it's better this way. I'm still going to be helping you with your business if you still need me. If you're expecting something to happen between the two of us, it's not going to happen. And I'm really sorry. But as I say, you deserve someone better. And he would sign off Peter. And I think he would delete her number and try and keep it professional through work from now on. And I would imagine he probably would kind of apologise to Rosemarie, feel like that he hasn't really quite been there, and he feels kind of bad for everything for him, what he did to her with Vanessa. Decided he's going to make some changes, is Peter. I've got this mod that's just come out. I really like it. It's the Hangout. I've never used it before, so this is the first time I hang out and chat. So he's discussing everything, saying, I feel really bad, I'm really sorry the way that I treated you. It's he said, I am in this for the long run, and I've done so many stupid things. And she's like really listening. Peter and Rosemarie chatted about work, and Rosemarie admitted being tired of doing the same tasks again and again. So yeah, maybe they're like thinking perhaps work got in the way of their relationship. Maybe he's probably discussing that, yeah, I didn't have a lot of time. We didn't really spend much time together. Everything else seemed to get in the way. We were like passing ships. The skiing holiday, we had such a great time. Perhaps we will create more great memories, and perhaps we should go away together on our own. Oh, I forgot that when they were away. So what did... You got a buddy, so that's what Daisy got. What did Matthew get from their trip away? You got Jasmine Holiday, and Josie got... She got Jasmine Holiday as well. Matthew's going through a phase. He's feeling a bit clingy, and he's going to stay extra close to his favourite caregiver. And he's on his way to Scouts. I know what he needs to do. He needs to practice riding that bike of his, because Daisy knows how to ride her bike. Matthew's feeling a bit sad, so he's feeling a bit hurt by someone nearby. It won't be easy to get over how deeply Matthew has been hurt, so it's probably Josie or Annalise. So Matthew's been asking about having guitar lessons. He's got an idea in his head that he really wants to learn to play the guitar, but his parents are like, first learn to play the piano and then we'll consider about getting you a guitar. Matthew's practicing dancing because he needs to get that extra badge. It's just the last badge that he needs, and then he can leave Scouts because he gets another trophy from it. And now we're teaching, while he's doing that, Peter's teaching Daisy some manners. So Peter's going to help Josie do her project. She's been putting it off, and she said, I don't know what to do. No idea how to do this project, and I'm stuck and I need some help. So they're going to help, and Grandma Christine's going to help as well. I imagine that Peter really quite likes doing projects. Josie's like, yeah, this project was meant to be handed in 4 days ago and I'm really behind in it. Peter wants to try for a baby with Rosemarie, and I think that will be a no because we haven't got the room for any more children. And it's hard work looking after these Sims as it is with all these kids, and that it's hard work trying to get all their milestones up. Daisy's been crying, wounded from feeling hurt by someone nearby. I think that's Josie again. Josie's feeling wounded as well, so they probably just had a little bit of a falling out. So Rosemarie and Peter having a bit of a pillow fight with each other, and he says, yeah, come on Rosemarie, just hit me with it. Get that aggression out of you. Rosemary's like, yeah, with pleasure. He's just like, yeah, okay, I submit. I'm going to end this episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and I shall see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.